Hi, it's Ainsley from Clarity and welcome to another token holder update. This is the next token update after our update at the end of August, early September. We've had a huge number of questions that have come in, so hopefully I'll attempt to answer them all here. And if I don't, then please do get in touch. We're happy to answer any of your questions. Now, firstly, I wanted to apologize. We've recently changed our CRM system, so that's our customer relationship management system. We changed it to HubSpot and it is hot on GDPR. So a large number of you haven't been receiving the weekly, bi-weekly newsletters and updates that have been happening. And that's because HubSpot thinks, because you maybe haven't clicked on some of those links, you haven't been interacting with those emails. So it's decided that you're not interested and has suppressed those emails from a GDPR perspective. So to stop some people getting them and others not getting them, we've decided to take all of our token holders out of that CRM system that we're using for a marketing purpose. And if you want to get up to date or keep up to date with what we're doing, then please, by all means, join all of our social media channels or the social media channels that you find that you use most. So, for example, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. We are pretty much across all those platforms. So do please join those platforms and you'll see what we're up to from a marketing perspective if you're missing out on those updates that some have been getting and some haven't been getting. So just a reminder, the links will either be below or above or in the email that we sent you. Please click on those and follow us on the platforms to see what we're up to and understand what's happening from a marketing perspective. Now, from an STO perspective, that's a security token offering, not a huge amount has changed since our last update. As you can imagine, the markets globally are all pretty depressed and there's not a huge amount happening, or nobody's prepared to dip their toes massively into the water and have them potentially burnt. So there isn't a huge amount happening. However, there is good news. Cryptocurrency markets have increased dramatically over the last 3 months. I hope you've managed to take advantage of some of that increase if you've been looking at the markets and have been dabbling. Now, I also understand, more importantly, that the holding of cryptocurrency is far more widely distributed than it has been in the past. So that's great news for everybody. The more and more people that get involved and used to cryptocurrency, the better it is for everybody. So the more widely distributed, it's going to be great news going forward. Now, the STO, as you can imagine, nothing much is happening, and certainly some people are saying, well, why don't you just try? Why don't you just get in and see? Well, it's hugely expensive to undertake a security token offering sale. Marketing perspective, the technology and paying the fees for lawyers and just everybody has a slice of the pie, as you know, and it would be hugely costly for us to dip our toes in the market if it's not the right time. We are hearing that STOs are looking to become a strong offering in the financial markets because they combine the best of blockchain with the best of a token or a cryptocurrency. And we're expecting a strong recovery from that space in 2021, 2022. Now, as you know, we're there. We've got our white paper. We're ready to go when the timing is right. Obviously, we can't be the first, but we certainly are ready to take advantage of when that upswing happens. And as well, from a global market perspective, we don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 months, but certainly everybody is predicting an inevitable upswing in 2021 once we've got vaccines in place and once people are more comfortable and people are moving about and markets are moving. So I think all the signs are good. I can't tell you when that's going to be, whether it's going to be latter part of 2021 or whether it's going to be into early 2022. But the signs are picking up, and that's really, really good news. Now, from what we're up to at the moment perspective, not the blockchain platform that we had hoped or anticipated or envisaged in our white paper, but as you know, we've been working hard on building a platform that works for accountants and for small businesses. We've been showing that that product market fit does work, and we've had a few big updates and releases in there over the last 3 to 4 months, and we've seen huge interest, and that's really, really exciting, because can you just imagine what's going to happen in the future when we can have an STO, when we can raise the funds we need to really create an amazing platform that will harness all the learnings and all the best bits of what we've been up to date to then dramatically make a difference to small businesses worldwide. It's going to be, I think, really exciting. Certainly it's exciting from our perspective. I hope it's exciting from yours too. We've won a number of awards as well, which is really great. And again, really pushes and proves that product market fit. We won Best Planning, Forecasting and Analysis Software at the Accounting Excellence Awards. And we are also in Xero's Practice App of the Year for 2021, which will be announced in March. So we're starting in that space to play against the big boys and girls. And it's great to be, you know, not a year after we started that, to be into that club. So again, I think that bodes really, really well for the work that we'll need to do when we raise the funds in an STO and create that absolutely awesome and amazing blockchain platform. So all great learning and great experience and great understanding of what's working and what's not working, what people want and what they don't want, for us to be able to take that learning and move it forward is really, really exciting. Some people have been asking about selling their tokens. Yes, they are your tokens. You own those tokens. They have been created. They, as I said in the last update, haven't effectively been given a huge element of life because it needs that token offering to get them to have life breathed into them as such. But the tokens do exist, you own them, and you can do whatever you want with them. I wouldn't encourage you to sell them now, because I think obviously there's going to be a massive change in what's happening with those tokens in the not too distant future. But if you do want to sell them, obviously that's your choice and absolutely up to you. A few people have come to us and asked if we can sell them on their behalf. That isn't really something that we're able to do. Yes, we have offered them to some people in the past, and if we know somebody who's interested, we have, you know, tried to be that matchmaker. But that's does suck up a lot of time, I'm afraid, and does distract us from what we're up to at the moment. Wherever we can help, of course, we will try and help, but we can't be involved in the heavy marketing of your tokens to be able to sell them to somebody else that we know who might hold those tokens. By all means, use any of the existing markets or channels that you have to be able to sell those tokens if that's what you want to do. We've also had a few people saying, can we just get stuck in with that STO? I think I've dealt with that point already, so apologies. No, we want to position ourselves at the best time. We don't want to fail in an STO, and we don't want to waste money doing an STO that's not going to work. So we're not going to be first to market, but we're certainly not going to be the last to market. Yes, there's another point I wanted to mention that I mentioned the last time, that we are having some issues with some of the parties in the Jersey jurisdiction. Just to let you know that that's still not resolved, but you know, thankfully, tokens exist above and beyond any one jurisdiction or entity, which is great for all of us. So if we have to make a change of jurisdiction, we'll do that when we have to do that. So nothing of note, nothing to inform you, no update to give you, just wanted to keep you in that loop. Obviously, an STO is in the interest of everyone, in the interest of the platform, in the interest of us, and in your best interest as well. And we'll be doing that as soon as we possibly can. There was another question again about a buyback scheme. Yes, we can't do the buyback scheme. If I refer you back to the August update, I explain in that update why the buyback scheme isn't operating at the moment. And I also talked to you about why we aren't taking cryptocurrencies on the current platform too. So please have a look back at that in very simple terms. Until we have an STO, neither of those is going to be realistic. They're both impossible. So if you have a look at that white paper and refer back to that video, you'll get a good understanding of that. And I'm just going down through the list to make sure I haven't missed anything. And I think that's pretty much it to date. So some good news, some bad news, and some no news effectively in this update. But I hope it's given you some understanding of what we're up to. Please do follow us on those social media channels to get a good understanding from a marketing perspective, to cover off that point that we had from change of CRM system to HubSpot. And we did that because it's far more clever from a marketing perspective, but obviously it's had a hindrance on another matter, and particularly in relation to the marketing emails that you are getting. So for those of you that do celebrate, I wish you a wonderful holiday season, and I hope that you enjoy and get a break, because I know it's been tough for everybody over the last 6 to 9 months. For everybody else and for all of us, I wish us a wonderful 2020. I hope the new year brings some great things from both a health and a global perspective from this pandemic, and that the markets really take off, and more particularly that the STO markets kick off, and that we can all have a wonderful 2021 together. Thank you very much.